We are back, so it's time to continue our Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode here in MLB The Show 16. So we just won the last game of the regular season against Boston. It's a pretty good game, 5-4, and 9 hits apiece. Otherwise, Aaron Sanchez threw a no-hitter through 3 innings, and somehow he got shoulder soreness, so he had to take him out. So maybe, hopefully, Aaron Sanchez isn't injured at all. Hopefully, it's just a one-game kind of thing. But regardless, we're gonna go and take a look at our season. So we had a pretty successful season. We broke our franchise record for wins, which is like 100. We broke it last year, and we're breaking it again this year. We obviously finished first in the AL East with 106 wins and 56 losses. 13 games above the second place Yankees, who won the wild card. And where are we at in MLB? We finished second in MLB behind the Chicago Cubs with 111 wins. So we're second in the MLB, which is a good thing. But most importantly is that we won the American League. So it's a really good thing to have. So you've won American League championship to our name. We're going to go and take a look at Edwin Encarnacion though, because apparently, yep, here he is. So Edwin looks like he's going to win back-to-back AL MVPs in a row. So that's pretty good to see. But let's go check out NL. And Anthony Rizzo, back-to-back NL MVPs. So back-to-back MVPs for both leagues. That's pretty cool. We're going to go take a look at the Cy Young though. Masaru Tanaka looks like he's going to win the Cy Young. Should have been Marcus Stroman, but just the way it works out. And Dallas Keuchel and David Price finished second and third. And batting title, Eric Hosmer. Reliever of the year, he got Roldis Chapman. Roberto Osuna finished third, so it's pretty good. Where are we at? Rookie of the year, Pedro Alvila. Hank Aaron Award, there you go. Mike Trout, center field. Gold Glove pitcher, we got Nathan Eovaldi. Brian McCann for Gold Glove catcher. Chris Davis, Gold Glove first base. Dustin Pedroia, Gold Glove second base. Pablo Sandoval, Gold Glove third base. Wow. Gold Glove shortstop, we got Xander Bogaerts. Left field, Gold Glove, we got Jake Marisnick. Center field, we got Jacoby Ellsbury. And right field, JD Martinez. So Silver Slugger DH, we got Edwin Encarnacion, back-to-back AL MVP maybe. Catcher, you got Diana Navarro, former Blue Jay. First base got Jose Abreu, second base Rugen Odor, third base Josh Donaldson, shortstop Troy Tulowitzki, right field JD Martinez, or just outfield JD Martinez, Mike Trout, and Cole Calhoun. So looks like some Angels won some awards there. Got Sammy Vaccaro in second in both awards. It's pretty cool to see. But we're gonna go take a look at some of our player statistics, just see how our team finished, or at least our players finished on our team. So let's take a look at home runs. Edwin Encarnacion, number 1 with 41. Hits, Josh Donaldson, number 1 with 192. Runs, Donaldson 113. RBIs, Edwin 139. Stolen bases, Gerard Dyson 42. 32 ahead of the second place Kevin Pillar. That's pretty cool. Batting average looks like full time. Josh Donaldson 305. Then we have Troy Tulowitzki 284, and so on. On base percentage, we got full time, we got Josh Johnson at 382. Slugging percentage, we got Edwin Encarnacion at the 531, and then Donaldson 526. OPS, we got, where are we at? Josh Donaldson 908. Let's go check out some more other ones. I think that's basically important stuff for hitting. Let's go take a look at our pitchers though. So our pitchers, let's see these. So wins, Drew Smyly with 18-4. 18-4 record. And then we have Marcus Stroman 17-5, Aaron Sanchez 15-7, Justin Verlander 14-10, and Nigel Pageant 10-8. So it looks like all of our starters in our rotation finished above 500, and even all our relievers too, except Roberto Osuna, who's 0-4. But saves, Roberto Osuna 54, innings pitched, Marcus Stroman 237, strikeouts, Drew Smyly 175, ERA, here this is where it's at. So ERA looks like Drew Storen led our pitching staff with a .97 ERA. Then Adam Ottavino, Marcus Stroman at 235. That's crazy. You have Brett Cecil, Roberto Osuna, Aaron Loup, Drew Smyly at 295. So our pitching wasn't too bad. Whip though, we got Nigel Pageant 151. That's cool. Or no, it's 161. Sorry. Yeah, but it looks like our pitchers and our entire team did very well this season though. We had a pretty good year, I'd say to ourselves. We won the American League, and looks like we obviously won our division, and maybe can go and win the World Series this year. But Let's see your overalls to end off the season. So Marcus Stroman had a 90 overall, Aaron Sanchez 82, Jason Mel 83, Justin Verlander 82, and Nigel Pageant 81. So that's cool. Roberto Osuna 80 overall. Otherwise, it's about it for overall, at least the major ones. Roster though. So it looks like we're going into the playoffs, so we need to go and set our 40-man roster. So you get 37 on the roster right now. We could go and bring up 3 players. Okay, so it looks like to end off the season, we have Donaldson at 98 overall, Tulowitzki at 95, Will Myers at 93, Marcus Stroman at 90. And but one thing we gotta do though with Will Myers is kind of do. It's not really cheating, it's more switching his position so his contract, like he doesn't demand $28 million. Because Will Myers, he wants $16.6 million at second base, and he only has 5.4 right now. But if we do switch him to first base, I'll show you right here live on here. If we do switch him to first base on here, you can see his contract is dropped. So he's an 86 overall first baseman on here, but we can still put him at second base. And if you look at his contract, he only wants $8.2 million. So the thing is, it's more of conserving our budget so we can re-sign Josh Donaldson and the rest of the club. So it might be a good option to go and put Will Myers at first base to end off the season. So also remember that. But we'll go and just keep him at second base just because he's our second baseman right now, and it makes sense. And so right now he's a 93 overall second baseman. We need to go and change this by the end of the season, or at least by the end of our postseason, so you can make sure we don't spend too much money on Will Myers in the offseason. But one thing you gotta go take a look at is make sure we have enough players on the roster. So looks like the lowest overall player on here could be like Chris, or even no, David Garcia too. So you get a lot of these rookies coming up, like these guys coming from the AAA. So pitching staff, I think we're fine. We don't really need to bring up Eric Hayes. He hasn't played one single game in the MLB. He's got a 9.39 ERA in the AAA, so he's not doing too good right now. But is there any more players you can bring up? Is Ryan Redmond, who's actually doing pretty bad. Actually, most of our pitchers suck in the organization. Look at this. Most of our pitchers are terrible, but we don't need to bring up any more pitchers, actually. I think we're fine. Relievers, though, let's see this. So, Bo Schultz, 3 innings pitched. Some of these guys, I don't know if they're going to be good enough. Got Christopher Serrano is a 1.59 ERA and 5.2 innings pitched. So, barely any of these guys have any innings pitched their name. So I think our relievers are fine. We got Justin Miller at a 73 as our last player in the rotation, or at least the bullpen. But I think we should be good enough. I'm pretty confident we're good enough. But we could go and just bring up one of them, like Bo Schultz, maybe, just in case we need somebody, which I probably will do right now. There you go. So we just added Bo Schultz onto the roster. He's a 71 because he's happy because he's in MLB. But is there any more we could add? So you got relievers. You got Roberto Osuna, 88 overall. Charles Finney's up there, who's a 74 overall, not too bad. We got Lamont Sorensen though. Lamont's a 69 overall, 24-year-old closer. Maybe we could bring him up if we wanted to, but I don't really think we need to at all. I think our pitching staff's fine. But catchers though, we got Russell Martin, Austin Barnes, Carlos Ruiz, and Pedro Alvarado, who's in the AAA. So we got 3 catchers up here, which is not too bad, which I kind of want, because if we bring up Carlos Ruiz, you don't want to bring him down, because you want Carlos Ruiz to get a ring this year if we do win. But Austin Barnes looks like he's fine as our backup catcher, just in case Russell Martin gets injured, which is a high probability. But first base, we got Adrian Gonzalez, Edwin Encarnacion, Howard Wise is a good contact hitter. I think we're good there. Second base, we got Corey Spangenberg, Devon Travis, and Will Myers, pretty good there. Third base, we got Josh Donaldson, Emmanuel Vizcaino, and David Garcia, pretty good there. Troy Tulowitzki, Billy Bellinger, and Brandon Inglet for shortstop, but we could bring up Brandon if we wanted to. We have 2 roster spots left, but I don't really think we need to. Left field, we got Gerard Dyson, Justin Milano, and Quinones, which is not too bad. Center field, we got Kevin Pillar, and nobody else bring up. Right field, we got Colby Rasmus, Chris Heisey, and Carlo Lopez. So one thing we could look at before we enter the playoffs is looking for some outfielders, because if you look at our outfielders, they're kind of thin right now. So you could go and sign like a Coco Crisp kind of guy. A guy who's pretty good and he's a seasoned veteran. Or we could even sign like a Curtis Granderson too. But look who's up there, Jose Bautista. Why is he still up there? I don't get it. If you're wondering, I'm not going to sign him just because it's based off of realism. The thing is, if we didn't sign him earlier in the season, we're not going to sign him now. Right now, it's more looking for playoff depth, and I don't think we need it. And I don't think we need it in Jose Bautista, but We could look at some fielders like Carlos Beltran, who's pretty good contact. He's a little slow, but he'd bring some veteran presence to this team, which we might need. How much does he want? He wants $2.4 million per year. I'm gonna send him to a 1-year deal if I wanted to. The bare minimum we can. Cause I don't know. I guess we could sign him if we wanted to, but I'll leave him at a 1-year deal because we do not want to bring him back next year. That's for sure. We're gonna go. Okay, so you want some more salary? Much more. This much more. There you go. Okay, so we signed Carlos Beltran as basically depth for a right field, because our right field isn't really that thick when it comes to depth. Is there any other positions we need to add some depth in? I think we're fine regardless. We did end up signing Carlos Beltran, which will bring a veteran presence to this team entering the playoffs. So right now we have barely any depth in the right field. So now we got Carlos Beltran right there. But look at the center field, we're pretty thin there too. In left field, we're fine now with Justin Milano. But I think every other position we're fine when it comes to depth in this team. The lineups, go check this out. So our lineups look pretty fine to go and end this season off and get into the playoffs. I mean, everyone's on fire where they're at. So let's just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and our team is winning. So every other lineup looks fine. So I think that is good. I guess we have team rankings too we can check out. So batting average, where we finish? Finished 7th at 268, not too bad. Runs, 2nd in league with 782. Hits, where do we finish? 7th with 1,523. 3rd in home runs with 194. 2nd in RBIs with 779. Slugging percentage, we're 4th with 428. On base percentage, 4th with 341. Total bases, we're 4th with 2,433. Plate appearances don't really matter. GIDP, don't really care. Assists, putouts, errors, here we go. 2nd in league in errors with 52. So our team barely committed any errors at all this season, which is good. Fielding percentage, we're 991. It's pretty good. 2nd in the league. ERA, where are we at? We're 7th with a 3.33 ERA, not too bad. So let's go and check out see what Edwin did this season. So batting average, where are we at in here? Donaldson 1st and 9th with the 305 batting average, not too bad. Hits, Donaldson 3rd with 192. Hits, we got Josh Donaldson 192 3rd, that's pretty good. Troy Tulowitzki 178, up there for 7th. It's pretty good. Doubles, don't really care. Triples, Mike Trout, 12 triples for Mike Trout. Damn, that's good. Home runs, Edwin Encarnacion, 41 home runs on the season. That's crazy. But Anthony Rizzo, #1 in the MLB with 46. Let's see Donaldson though. He's up there at 32, so he's tied with Manny Machado in 9th. Yeah, let's go check out RBIs. Edwin, 139 RBIs in the American League. And he's #1 MLB with Anthony Rizzo with 134. So it looks like the two MVPs were 1st and 2nd in RBIs. So that probably tells it all that stat is the most important, or at least up there for most important. So I just want to go through all those stats just to make sure we can go and get it all in this one episode. But next episode, it's going to be the ALDS. Let's go and simulate to see where we're at. We're going to be facing the playoffs. So we won our division. We're taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game. Who are we taking on? To be determined. We're taking on the New York Yankees in the ALDS. This is going to be crazy. So the first game is going to be Marcus Stroman and Michael Pineda. This is going to be a really good game. But I guess I'll end this episode off right here. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.